Well, hey everyone. Well, here we are today, November 11th, 2016. The day that... Ooh. Run, Starville, run! The day that the Mini NES Classic console comes out. I went to a lot of stores. I didn't find one. Last night, I went to Walmart. Figure, 12 o'clock. See if I have any luck at Walmart. So I have two Walmarts in my town. The first Walmart I went to, they had 12 units, and there's 15 people in line, so not going to get one. They were handing out vouchers, so everybody had a little piece of paper, so there was no need even standing around. So I left, went to the other Walmart. That one had 6 units, and they hadn't handed out vouchers yet. So I'm standing there. Guy comes out to hand out the vouchers, and everybody went nuts. There's like a feeding frenzy. I was entertained though. There was one lady there that she told the guy that she was told by the store manager that she could buy 5 of them. And I'm glad the guy stuck to his guns. He goes, no, we can only sell 1 per person, 1 per household or something like that. She had a major meltdown, man. I should have had my phone with me when I was there. I should have videotaped it. It was freaking hilarious. So I left there, came home, went to bed, got up a little bit before 8 o'clock, figured I'll go try Target. So I go to Target. Well, I got one of those in my town. They had 3. 3. They come in a box of 6. Where'd the other 3 go? Got a feeling went to the store employees. So I left there. No need, there's like 20 people outside. So there's no way I'm going to get one. So I left that place. Next place to open up was my local Toys R Us. So I head over there. And I'm standing in line. I'm like number 9 or 10 or something like that. I figure, okay, they got 2 boxes in. That's 12. I've got one. Here they come out with the little vouchers again. And they only hand out 3 vouchers. 3? What? You only got 3? Yeah, we'll go 3. Yeah. Alright. Take off. Next store. Next place opens up is Best Buy. Got one of those in town, so I go to Best Buy. Go up there, and there's no need to stand in line. There's like 30 people. Not 30. Yeah, around 30 people standing in front of this store. It's like, not even going to bother stopping. Nah. I stopped by later on today to see how many they actually had. And the store manager said they had about, I think they had 12 of them, 2 cases worth. I still wouldn't have got one because there's like 30 people outside. So I shoot to GameStop. This is my last hope. Go to GameStop. Went to the first GameStop. Another huge crowd outside the door. And on the door you can see a piece of paper written down. We only have 12 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 21, 2, 3. Forget that. I go to the other GameStop, which is a little bit farther out of town. And it's kind of like in a dead area of town. It's not dead. It's just not a whole lot of people go over there. And plus, my buddy runs that store. He's a store manager. So I thought, well, maybe I have better luck over there. Head to that store. Oh, right. There's 10 people in line. I'll be number 11. That's cool. And supposedly they have 12 units, because that's what my buddy was telling me that they got in, was 2 cases, which is 12 units. Yes, I'm going to get one. All right. So the store opens. We go in. First one gets sold. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. That's it. I thought there was 12, man. Where'd the other 6 go? They're not there. Poof. Gone. Oh well, no big deal. What I like about the GameStop I go to, I don't buy a lot of games from GameStop. Usually I buy them from Best Buy. I get the little Best Buy points and accrue points and buy other games and stuff. So that's where I buy most of my games. But I do have a buddy who works at this store, and every once in a while I'll go up there and throw some money his way. I'll reserve a game or something like that. But he started up a little list, and he would write down who was there on this list per how we were in line and our phone numbers and stuff. And the next shipment comes in, he'll give us a buzz, hold it, we can come in and pick it up. That was cool. So I'll have one eventually. I'll just have to wait for him to give me a call. I think I was number 5 on the list, so I've got 5 people ahead of me. So they get another shipment in this week, another case, I know I've got one, so not a big deal. I had more fun running around, seeing all the other people talking and all the other excitement about this little console. It was pretty cool. I had a good time doing it. It kind of reminded me back when I was hunting for a Wii when it came out. It's the same deal. Very short production run, big demand equals no units for you. That's okay. No big deal. Alrighty. Well, I think that was enough rambling about that. I thought I'd share that with you, my little adventure this morning. Never know, I might get a phone call later today. I keep my fingers crossed because they're supposed to get another UPS truck today. So I got a few pickups. Nothing really spectacular. I'm not really finding a whole lot of stuff out in the wild anymore like I used to. Or I've already got the stuff. So now I'm just picking up stuff that kind of interests me. And I thought I would share some of this stuff with you. Nothing rare, stellar or anything like that. Just things that interest me, games and stuff like that. Of course, I have been collecting some more vintage toys for the Toy Tune podcast and also the Toy Tune podcast video series. I know a few of you seem to be enjoying that series I've been doing. I've been trying to do a little bit something different on the channel. Besides doing retro games, which I love video games. Boy, do I love video games. I want to throw another passion in there of vintage toys and toys in general, because I love classic toys. There's something about them. I don't know what it is. I guess I'm still a kid at heart. I don't know. So, first up, I picked up from Team Pixel Boy, Rally X, the arcade game. This was programmed by Eduardo from Opcode Games. He's an awesome programmer. Made that super game module that you see right there in my ColecoVision. The only bad thing about this Rally X when I got it is it had a Mappy inside. Oops. Even had the manual for Mappy in here too. Yeah, see? Mappy. I contacted Team Pixel Boy, and what happens is they put the games in the wrong boxes, and they're contacted the person that got my Rally X and my manual, and we'll just do a mail exchange. Our cartridge and manuals. No hurt, no foul, no big deal. Team Pixel Boy is a really good homebrew developer for the ColecoVision. Very trustworthy. Have no problems with them at all. Next thing I picked up, I found this at a Second and Charles. It was free. It's a How to Win at Nintendo Games. I thought that was kind of nice. There's all kinds of games in here like Mario Brothers and secret codes, all the hot strategies, all the top games. Awesome. Cool. Thought that was cool. I also picked up, I was down in Augusta, Georgia this week, working down there, and I had to spend the weekend. I had to work over the weekend, which is not normal for me, which is why you're not really seeing a lot of videos coming out over this past weekend. A couple flea markets down there. I went to the Augusta Flea Market. Had a few interesting things there. Then I went to the Barnyard Flea Market, which is over by 520. Holy cow, that place is humongous. There's a lot of places there that sells retro video games, a lot of booths. So that's actually a good place to go hunting for some retro video games, I imagine. Don't know a lot of places in Augusta to go to besides Video Game Heaven. I go there every time I go to Augusta. They got a few things. But the first thing I picked up for my PSP was Castlevania, the Dracula X Chronicles. Now this has Castlevania, also has Castlevania Symphony of the Night and stuff on it. I love the Castlevania series. And this plays really nice on the PSP. I've been collecting a few PSP games here and there, mainly because they're selling fairly cheap. There's not a whole lot of people collecting these, so I figure, I probably ought to get the games I really like while they're still cheap before these start going up in price, like everything else does eventually. So I've been trying to build my PSP collection. This is my third game now. There's a few other ones I want to get, so I'll have to keep an eye out for those. Then for my Sega Genesis, I picked up Marble Madness, the arcade hit. What a great port of Marble Madness to the Sega Genesis. I like the music. The sound effects are nice. The ball controls really, really well. You actually can adjust how the ball responds to the D-pad. But I don't have a problem with it at all. It really responds well. The inertia is there, like the arcade game. A really good conversion of the arcade game to the Sega Genesis. Wow, an arcade classic. Over 1 million units sold. Wow! Programmed by Michael Schwartz. Cool. And then next up, which I don't really pick these kind of games up, but it was only $3. I picked up Virtual Chess 64. I should give chess a hard time because I like playing chess every once in a while. This one's kind of neat. When you actually get to a place where a chess piece takes another chess piece, it goes to a little animation showing them fighting. Kind of like Archon, but not like Archon, where the actual outcome could be determined by the fight. In this game, you know who's going to win based on what piece took the other piece. Be kind of cool to have an Archon type game on the Nintendo 64. I love Archon on the Atari 8-bits. That's a good little game. I'll have to dig that up sometime. But yeah, this one's okay. It's good for a chess game. It has a lot of different options in this. You can play the computer. You can set up different game rules, things like that. So I think what I'm trying to do with this is I want to pit this game against my buddy Rick Reynolds from the Intellivisionaries against the Intellivision chess program. He's played the Atari 2600 on Ferg's podcast, the 2600 Game by Game podcast. I think we played the Channel F on the Channel F files. I can't remember, but I think he did. And I think we tried to play the ColecoVision with Chessmaster on the ColecoVision, the homebrew game. So this would be kind of fun to pit the Nintendo 64 against the Intellivision. Who will win the chess match? So look forward to that video coming out here in the near future. Also picked up another Tomitronic 3D handheld game for my collection. I got the Thundering Turbo over there. This one's called Sky Attack. And what this really reminds me of are the Tron recognizers and the tank from the Tron movie. If you look at the gameplay back here, you can see the ships coming up. They look like recognizers. And your little tank down there looks like one of the tanks from Tron. Really, really neat. There's another one of these I want to get. I think it's the blue one. And I think it's called Planet Xeon or Exxon or something like that. That's another one of these I want to get. And I think that's all of them. I think there's 3 of these. I'll have to double check that. If you guys know, let me know if there's more than... Oh, wait a minute. There is another one. There's one that's got biplanes, I think. Can't remember the name of it. I remember seeing a box. Have to do some investigations. I also picked up at Toys R Us one of these little My Arcade Go Gamer Portable. I'll be doing a review video on this here really soon. It looks like a little miniature Game Boy. Is what it looks like. I think this would be kind of really neat to hack and put a Raspberry Pi in this or something like that, and make a little Raspberry Pi Game Boy out of it or something. But I'm going to give it a try. I'll give it a review, see what kind of games are on it. These My Arcade units typically don't have the best type of games on them. They're like mobile games, almost. Oh, I visited my buddies at Matt's Game Exchange. This time I stopped down in Florence, South Carolina at their other store. And I picked me up a nice little Atari 400. Yeah, I've already got an Atari computer over there. I wanted this one because it had the 4 controller ports in the front. So I can play a 4-player Asteroids. I'm thinking about taking this to Korg's in Columbus, Ohio next year and set up a 4-player Asteroids tournament and have some kind of prize during the show for the winner of the tournament. It's one of the ideas I'm toying around with right now. So I love these 400s. The 400 is a cool thing. I had one of these that used to run my little model railroad when I was growing up. Had it hooked up to little relays and stuff like that. It was awesome. It was really cool. And then also, down there at Matt's Game Exchange, they sold me their display box for, flip it around, The ColecoVision! Yeah! $10! Alright! So I finally got a home for my ColecoVision. So I have all the ColecoVision boxes. I got the expansion module 1 box, the 2 box, all that stuff. The trackball box. Now I got this box. So I'm really happy that they went ahead and just sold me their display piece. I don't think they were going to sell this, but I was very persuasive. Okay, enough of that. All right. Oh, and the last thing. This is really cool. I found it's still sealed as well. A command drive. Quick Shift 500. The little playfield scrolls and you steer your car on the track. Made by Marx back in 1979. This is one of the last types of these toys that was made. They had one that had a motorcycle on it, if I remember right, before this one. This is cool. I'll be making a video on this here sometime in the near future and talking about it on the Toy Tune podcast. I had a buddy that had one of these and we played the living daylights out of it. So, that is all the pickups for this week. Yeah, that's everything. So, if you guys picked up a little Nintendo Classic today, post down in the show notes, in the feedback down below, and let me know, how many people were at the place you were getting it from, and what number you were in line. If you saw anything interesting, or any little tidbits of information, or any funny stories you can think of. Heck, if you made a video about the little Classic Mini NES, ooh, brain goes faster than the mouth. If you've made a video showing the new Classic Mini NES, post it down below and share it with everybody else. I like to try to promote other people's channels. So if you got a channel and if you've done a review video, post it down below, man. Let's share it with people. It'd be kind of cool to see what people are thinking about this little mini NES Classic. Anyway, I've had too much caffeine today for lack of sleep, so I'm kind of bleh. So until next time, everybody, keep on gaming and have a really great day.